Alright, these kids are off a perk. Let's see what happens.
He makes Chopper look so weird. Sanji looks so cute with Chopper's, like, soul.
The Yeti brothers. How the fuck did they do that?
Yeah.
Soul King.
Well, your mistake was leaving their body. Oh, they're recovering them, I see. Could you imagine if they actually just killed them? This guy's face, like, he just looks so, like not like how you'd think, like, oh, like just, like, by that, and then he just looks like fucking, like, he's some, like, suave, like,
it looks
cool
like they're building
guy.
up, like, Death Note characters. Like, is that kind of framing with it? I don't know. With the lips? Like, I'm like, you lost your cool, brother.
Surely they are dead. Oda decided the crew was too big, and there's only one way to solve it.
I love that picture.
Just picture Sanji. They don't have the fake photo.
But they have Usopp's face. Hello. Soga King has Usopp's face, but it's like hiding his eyes.
What do you have to say for yourself, Law?
You didn't know that? Caesar Clown is fucking a headline. It was world news both times.
What? I'm gonna warn you right now that the Yeti brothers killing them isn't enough. What's he cooking up?
I wonder if it does. See, I think it might have something to do with all that shit.
He's just looking for clues here. Right. Oh, she's normal here.
He's from the North Blue. In a way.
Treats them. But that's interesting because she's writing, so I had assumed that, like, her arms and legs both didn't work. But she was, I mean, maybe she couldn't do much more than that. But, like, if she just wanted to fly, I'm sure he could have just transplanted wings like, onto her back.
Instead of replacing them. Well, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Like,
maybe, like, because you don't know how to, like, you don't have something there originally, so your brain wouldn't know how to control it.
Yeah. It's like the dragon, for example, had the 4 legs and then the wings. But, like, it's like George R. Martin goes on about this all the time about his dragons, how they all have no arms. It's just the wings. Like wyvern-style dragons, because there's not creatures that have wings on their back and then 4 legs. It's just not how it is. But it's a mythical creature. But yeah, so that it raises the question of why did she do that to herself? Why did she elect for that procedure if she was...
Because it seems like she would... I just assumed that it was, like, out of necessity.
But maybe she's paralyzed there and we just don't see it.
Yeah,
so,
that is true. We'll find out. I just wanted to point that out because it's kind of an interesting detail, because she seems pretty chipper and she's, like, the right-hand man here kind of thing. Like, she's doing all the books and all of these calculations and stuff.
Oh, so he didn't... Maybe Law didn't know?
Yeah, I think he was just kind of minding his business, maybe. What do you think about that?
Of who, Law? Of who?
He must be, whoa. Like, he must be like, like he has something that he just like needs so, like he's just like, this is horrible and whatever, but like I'm locked into just like searching this laboratory, you know? Well. The kids! Is this the Yeti brothers or is this something else now? I would, yeah, potentially.
Uh-oh.
That's so sick that he can just like sense it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
You have Kung Fu points. You can use Sanji's body at least a little bit.
That's what I was thinking. It's kind of similar. Didn't see anyone.
They can't see him because they're like camouflaged. They look pretty cool from so far, but
they're hiding their faces. Look at them go.
one of them's got the red eyes, the other one doesn't, and the other one's got a tie.
Cool. Oh,
gas
okay.
mask.
Interesting. It would have been way more work, but it would have been cool if for the little thing where they like run past and like grab their item, if they swapped it so that like when Franky runs past, he grabs like Nami's thing instead. That
would have been funny.
Brownbeard, you know anything about this?
Brownbeard, lock in.
Oh, he's gonna know, but he's gonna start hyping them up like crazy. They haven't been hyped enough.
Rescue you. Who do you think this is? Do you think they give a shit about you? I guess he literally does.
Oh yeah, he knows it. He's putting it together. We're on a snow-capped mountain.
All right, let's get the power scaling going. Let's start fucking...
Start hyping him up.
Start turning those wheels. Start...
She doesn't know how to make the beam.
They were like flying down the mountain.
Don't even know their faces. What's their reward?
I bet, sorry. They're gonna get revealed and they're gonna be so dumb looking. Like, I haven't said it, but I know, like, they look too cool to be actually that cool. There's no way they get revealed and they're actually that cool. They're gonna be, like, all dumb looking.
Rock and scotch.
We don't know anything about them, but this and that and this and this and that. Oh shit.
Watch him just kill him. Watch him just kill this guy.
Oh, pull the trigger.
Yep. Sorry.
You're useless.
You know too much and you're useless. Well, you said they'd never show themselves. We're looking at them right now. No, you must have misheard.
Not even close.
Yep. The master literally does not give a fuck about you. The instant replay. Just getting roasted by this guy. If Brownbeard didn't suck so bad, I would feel kind of bad for him, because that's really harsh from someone that he was like hyping up and was like, he's so good.
Yeah.
No.
We're getting more flashback now? Oh. He's so happy his dick and balls are gone.
It's just on the back legs, maybe. Unless it's a girl alligator.
That would be a cruel joke.
Brutal. Top 10 anime betrayals. Oh. Holy shit! Oh my god! Holy shit! Damn. Let's start with them. Convenient that you would suggest that. They might have. I want to see Usopp go after them. Battle of the snipers. Whoa. Is he just really fast?
They're lightning fast. Mm-hmm. Are they leaving like mirages almost?
Like with snow.
Oh my god.
And then just left?
Oh, probably because it's he's a cyborg like the pacifista, and he has like the laser that's very similar. He probably wanted him for that. Wanted Franky's body. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nami's like. Ooh, are you guys gonna get involved? These freaking guys. What are you doing, Law?
You can kill him.
I mean, if you wanted to kill him, he wouldn't do the room. He would just cut him.
He's dispatching them.
Yeah. Very ominous
So
ending. They're really hyping up the mysteriousness of Law.
I love it.
A lot of mysteries. They're also really hyping up the mysteriousness of the faces of the Yeti brothers, and they're making them look so cool. But I think you're right, and they're not going to be cool. But at the same time, we did see the like Brownbeard's versions of them that weren't cool. So like then it kind of tilts the scales the other way because they're showing that, so they're not going to look like that. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
I don't know either.
I do like them so far.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had a duo this iconic since those Cat brothers back in the day. You remember those guys?
Yeah, I remember them.
But yeah, I think you're right about the trying to make a pacifista or something too, with the way that he wants the...
Or at least researching, yeah.
The weapon. Franky's weapon. I was like how Nami's like freaking out at getting captured, and it's like, this is the only one that's gonna be alive, and it's just like, well, I don't want my friends to die, but it's nice to be guaranteed to live.
I like Caesar's like the little tension that he has with the Law. It's kind of cool. Like he's just such an interesting villain so far. Mm-hmm. I'm just praying there's not like a crazy downfall because he's done terrible things.
Yeah.
But and like you know I just hope he doesn't turn into like a. He probably won't. It's not the same thing. But like I want more like not Vanderdecken style guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he has that like high energy of that type of a villain.
And what I really like about this,
but he's cool as shit.
Yeah,
so far.
is he
Looking,
is
anyway.
just. He, like, I know that, you know, Moria had some stuff going for him, but he is, like, what I would have wanted and expected from Moria, of just, like, this, like, cool, but, like, psychotic, and, like, doing really bad, messed up stuff, but he's, like, a scientist. Like, just something about his vibe is very like
very
I like
reminiscent
it
of that.
here. Like I don't know if like him exactly would have worked as good in Thriller Bark, but like he just has something about him that is.
Well, he's seemingly more intelligent
Yeah,
than, like,
he's-
Moria,
and
obviously,
he-
you know?
and
Like,
he's-
he manipulates people emotionally.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big deal. He doesn't just control them with their spirits or
Yeah.
with medicine, necessarily. He does that. He, like, gets kids addicted to the drugs without them knowing, and then... But he's also, like, manipulating Brownbeard, and he's, like... They even foreshadow the thing with... or, like, the betrayal of Brownbeard with, in this scene with Law, because he's like, smart guys are so... hard to deal with, and it's like, oh, okay,
because he wants someone that he can just that'll just do whatever he says.
Yeah, because we knew that he was manipulating them already, just because we knew more about him than all the other guys clearly did. But
yeah,
based on what Smoker was saying.
I really liked this episode.
Yeah, this is very like a good slow burn, but not like meaningless episode. Like there's good movement.
It's kind of like racking up the tension.
It really felt like with this whole conversation with the flashbacks and then like going back and forth and like learning things and then the guys attack. It felt, this is a weird thing to say, but it felt kind of like a Game of Thrones episode, just with the vibe of it. I don't know. Can you feel what I'm kind of saying? I don't know if that makes any sense, but it did kind of, it felt like I don't know if that even makes sense, but it reminded me of that.
Yeah, I liked it a lot, and I liked, you know, just everything about this episode and this part of the story, but like specifically this episode, I liked the vibe of it. I felt like very locked in to the story and like very intrigued by the mysteries, and like sometimes, like I feel like
for fuck's sake.
What?
Ugh, that stupid thing. It's okay, go on.
It's for sometimes I feel like the I'm watching like something like the Yeti brothers will come in and I'm immediately like skeptical. I'm kind of like, like it could be cool, but I'm doubtful that it's gonna be actually interesting and cool.
Yeah.
And like when they were first introduced, let's bring out the Yeti brothers. I'm kind of like, okay, let's bring out the Yeti brothers. Like, you know, let's see what they're all about. But like the more we see of them, I'm genuinely like interested in them, you know?
Yeah, they
and
seem
the fact
effective,
that Brownbeard like
you know?
kind of hyped them up, but I thought it was just gonna be Brownbeard like hyping them up, but he like was like, oh, it must be them, and then the guy's just there, and just fucking like shoots just destroys him, and then they're like, oh, we gotta be careful for those kids, and then they're like, and then they kidnap Nami, and they're like,
it's like they work faster than Luffy can even get there, and like it just
and what I also like about the kidnapping Nami / Franky is that they know that their objective, they're trying to be like these bloodthirsty guys, like, oh, don't hire us if you don't want us to kill them, you know, but they
like, keep your cool, we got a job to do.
But they get their one target that needs to be live, and then they're like, all right, now we can just like go crazy because we don't have to worry about taking anyone alive, you know?
Yeah.
It's just
great episode.
very good.
Leave a like, subscribe. See you next time.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.
No.
That face. That's the kind of shit that pisses Luffy
Yeah,
off.
I was gonna say that Luffy is gonna kill this guy.
But you're not trained.
Yeah. Boy. Oh my god, it was in the pocket of the person who uses it. He's not gonna do that.
Well, what now? Oh my god.
Seriously?
What a complete moron.
Oh my god. He can't freaking control it. An absolute idiot. No. Just be lost out in the middle of the snow. The incinerator? Are we gonna get to see some combat of Smoker and Tashigi in their new bodies? What are you cooking?
Maybe the drug that he was working on with the kids.
That's cool. You guys get cold?
They're just so obsessed with being cool, they aren't even, like, made for this weather.
Frickin' Franky. He's gonna follow the footprints. Luffy. Wow, this is such an easy trail.
Oh my.
You didn't even try and grab on? Luffy!
Luffy, what are you doing?
That is pretty freaking careless. Ooh. He doesn't have to just like avoid it anymore. You can just destroy it. It's pretty cool. And also really good for Franky and Chopper's body because he would not be avoiding that. They're so fast.
I love that. I love that they show, like, they do the thing where they don't show Luffy moving, but it works. But they're still, like, fast enough, like, to represent that. It's so cool.
So especially with how fast Luffy is now,
Yeah.
the fact that they're, like, outmaneuvering him. He can give you, like, a code for the door or something? Something's in there. Some crazy creatures just gonna come flying out of there and kill all these guys.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like those sounds. They're like cannons. Can aim them. Whoa, look at him locking in. He's lock on.
Rayleigh, like, tailored his training to Luffy's abilities.
That's so good. Oh my god. Franky. He's like, I'm finally getting these guys under control. Franky, you're just like, "Argh."
Avalanche. Last time Luffy was in a place like this, it did not, he did not take it very easily.
Yeah.
It may have been his most, other than Marineford, his most challenging and desperate, like, thing, dealing with the snow.
He's climbing out that thing. Drunk in a second.
Tranquilizer.
Oh. Oh!
Super! Oh my
Damn,
god.
he locked in for like that 1 second. He did something useful. We haven't gotten a reveal on these guys yet. Maybe
I
it's
hope
for
we
the
never
best.
do. I hope we never do. They're so cool as they are.
Oh my god. Poor Chopper's body.
Yeah, he's fine.
Oh. He's just making a run for it.
At least he's smart enough to run for it. Like, most enemies would just be like, how is it possible? Luffy, launch yourself, man.
Look at him climbing so easily. Like, we were just talking about, like, climbing up the thing, and now he's doing it so easily.
Character progression.
Oh.
Oh god. Everyone play Castle Crashers, the fucking ice boss? The most annoying boss in the whole game? Getting flashbacks to that.
Of course he's not giving up. He is.
The most annoying other than the corn
He's like
boss.
a monkey. Oh, bro's just like me for real. Oh my god.
Slippery. No way.
Freeloader? Doesn't give a fuck about you.
For what
He's
reason?
in a bad mood today.
Well, he switched up his tactics when Luffy got into it. Or when something switched in him. This is just like Law aura farming the island.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, these guys built up to be so badass, Luffy's like struggling to keep up with them. Law just slices him once. What is he doing now?
I don't know. Chiropractor.
Yeah. He like shocks his system.
Damn. Oh my god.
Why is he just the coolest, the coolest guy? The coolest One Piece character. Rob Lucci could never be this cool.
And he tried.
And he tried. Boy, did he try.
No.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Just bite that?
Yes. He wants to work against the emperors?
Oh my god.
What?
An alliance.
Does he want to kill Big Mom?
This is a great coincidence. Luffy's like, perfect. I've already been cooking something up. Don't worry. I know just the Emperor. He's gonna be like, oh, we should like take down fucking someone. Luffy's like, no, don't worry. I've already got it started. I challenged Big Mom to a fight and said I would come kick her ass.
So it's, yeah, it must be Big Mom. Or it could be Kaido.
I was thinking maybe maybe he's thinking Kaido, or maybe he's just thinking.
It's not Shanks.
No,
it's very
like,
not
and
probably
I doubt
not
he'd
Shanks.
want to go after Blackbeard with the like level, like with the devil fruits that he had, like
Unless Blackbeard, unless he is talking about he could be talking about Blackbeard. I feel like, okay, if I'm not factoring in like knowledge of how the story's probably going to progress, I would think Blackbeard could make sense, and here's why. Because the whole thing, like, his crew's missing, and we saw Blackbeard, like, fucking around with Bonnie? Yeah. And, like, you know, being a menace in that way. So I think maybe, like, I would think maybe a similar thing happened maybe with his crew, but with Blackbeard. I think that's possible, but I think it's more likely that Oda's trying to tie Law in with either Kaido or, like, foreshadowing Kaido for later, or looping in Law for Big Mom, which is probably going to be coming next or in the next couple shits.
yeah. And
That's my idea.
I also feel like of all the rookies, I'm still excited to see Bonnie, and I feel like she might be coming back soon because like we specifically got the scene of her getting kidnapped and then like
Akinu.
Yeah, and then Akinu taking her away, but I'm feeling like she's probably gonna escape. Or already has, or like there's something going on with her, so I wonder if she's gonna come in like to this thing, because she was also crying when Ace died, which was like a very, you know, kind of mysterious thing. But yeah, I'm interested to see what Law's plan is. I'm interested to see what the story with his crew is, and how this like alliance with him and Luffy is kind of gonna work.
Yeah, because he's not saying I'm gonna join your crew. He's saying
no. He's like, let's form an
you.
alliance, which I don't think Luffy would, like, he doesn't want to work under someone, but I don't think he would be opposed to just, like, teaming up to accomplish a goal. Mm-hmm. You know, we do that all the time. You know, we team up with all the, you know, Fishman Island people to take down Horty and stuff, and yeah. But this is interesting. But I like that we're finally getting something, because Law has, and it's been cool, so I haven't been too mad about it. But he's just been, yeah, like you said, aura farming. Yeah. He's just been going around.
It's like what they did with Jinbei at Marineford, of like, he just has a solution for everything. It's like it's like desperate things start to happen so that Jinbei could come in and save the day to show us how cool Jinbei is. It's like that it's kind of like what's been happening with Law. It's just like, okay, formidable enemy, build them up for episodes, and then Law just one-shots them instantaneously. Like, yeah.
So, like,
cool.
He's so cool, but I like that, like, in this episode, we get a little bit, even if we don't get, like, the full picture for a little while, we get that he wants to work with Luffy, and he wants to bring down one of the 4 emperors. And I wonder, I'm thinking...
And there's a key on this island.
Yeah, I wonder if he has something against specifically one of the 4 emperors, or if he just knows that, like, he has to disrupt the system, kind of, so any of them would do. But my thoughts would be that maybe he's thinking either, unless his crew is involved, then he's gonna have. I think his crew is probably involved, but if somehow his crew is not involved, or his crew is involved in like an adjacent way that's not like tied to one specific one, then I feel like he's gonna. I'm thinking that he would maybe be considering going after Kaido, but then because Luffy has already started this challenge with Big Mom, then he's gonna want to go for that.
You know what I think?
What?
I think it could be Blackbeard, but I think probably Big Mom either ate his crew or is turning them into fucking candy or some shit and gonna eat them. And that's why he's saying, and then that's why he allied with the government so that he could become a warlord, so he could get more resources to find something here to defeat her and save his crew. Either like here's the thing, in another story I would say they're dead and he's gonna avenge them. But because this is One Piece, I'm reluctant to believe that Beppo is actually really
Beppo's
dead.
Just too good.
Like, I don't think that they would just, I don't think Oda's not the kind of guy who just does that. Like, he does it when it's narratively relevant, like with Ace, for example, to kill people, or in backstories or things like that. But now they're kind of in a backstory, so it's kind of 50-50. We knew them before, and then there was a time skip, and now if we were to learn that they died, it would be in a backstory, so they could technically die. But it just feels against his style to do that, but I don't know. He very well could.
Yeah.
You know?
I
don't know.
I'm so interested. I'm still liking the cool Yeti brothers. They're still cool. Everything it's just so good. I like freaking Franky being like, "Oh yeah, give me the rumble ball." Chopper's like, I don't think that's a good idea. He's like, no, just give it to me. Trust me, bro. It'll be fine. Chopper's like, okay, just go Kung Fu Point. That'll be fine. Just immediately
goes
monster Chopper, but can't control it and just starts like wrecking everything. And I love like the reaction of like, oh my god, he did something useful.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a great episode. These episodes have been like bangers.
Yeah, it's been actually so enjoyable. Every episode, one after another, has been so good. Leave a like and subscribe. See you soon, Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.